Hi, welcome back to another Gadget Report. Let's talk gadgets. And this week, I bring you very good news and something that I must admit, it's the wildest dreams of most economy travelers. So let's talk about the new Sky Stretch and Sky Lounge from Air New Zealand. Are you very excited over there? So stick around and let's talk gadgets. So let's talk gadgets and let's talk stretching. For most travelers, me included, having a nice trip and space to stretch your legs, it's something that we all aspire when we travel. Unfortunately, we all know that in economy class that's not always possible. In fact, in most times or in most occasions, that is not possible at all. And economy class is unfortunately sometimes referred as cattle class because everyone is so crammed together and there's no space or room to move your legs, to do anything. And sometimes we all know when we try to eat and we have to put up with the seat because the person in front is just having a rest. Um, so we all have all these experiences that sometimes are less than pleasant. But I think Air New Zealand came up with this idea that I think um, it's really nice, and it's something. As I said, and I had said this before, I think aviation needs to get the ball rolling and needs to get all these travelers wanting to travel again after 2 years of disruption. And of course, they trying to get as much as they can and try to attract people somehow. And I think this was a very good idea. So I'm reading my notes because obviously I want to look at Air New Zealand's press release, and I will put the link below so you can access the link and access the article and read everything about it. So the airline is now offering what they call the Skycouch, and what is this? Is like a three-seat row that is just gonna be for you. So for apparently for 175 New Zealand dollars, you can book those three seats and have a sky couch. So you have uh, more leg room for yourself and your family. So it's good for people, for example, that travel with children or something like that. They really have that extra space that sometimes we don't. So it's a very good idea. I actually, what caught my attention was the ad on TV, and I thought, oh well, I'm gonna do a gadget report about this because I think it's a very good idea, and I think it's something that maybe other airlines will start looking into, and maybe in the future we'll have uh, other options for economy class. So apparently, and according to Air New Zealand, people will have more leg room, obviously. Um, it's the program has been introduced in February for flights from Auckland to LA, but now it's available in more flights according to the booking system website. I tried to um, simulate a booking and see what allows me to. Unfortunately, that choosing the stretch, so choosing the Sky Lounge, it's a little bit towards the end of the booking, so I really didn't want to proceed because I had to provide information and all that, and it was just useless because I was obviously not going to book. But you see, when you go and try to book a flight with Air New Zealand, you will find that these facility is actually available in other flights, not just from Auckland to LA. So now the program has been introduced in February, on the 27th of February, according to the article. But I believe now they have extended it and it's available in more flights. So just have a look. And if you are really keen in flying, why not choosing Air New Zealand if they fly to any of the destinations you would like to visit? Why not? I think it's a very good thing. So the Sky Stretch and Sky Lounge, or Skycouch, is, according to this press release, available for, as I said, 175 New Zealand dollars. That is about 164 dollars 35 cents Australian, and one way. Please remember this price, this $164.35, is just one way. So if you want to use the same system on your return flight, you would have to pay this extra fee. And you can purchase the extra leg room. As I said, is like a three-seat row that you can purchase and have that extra room. This will add, according to the press release, 39% of leg room. So that's kind of interesting because it will be 30% more. As you can see, it's the 3-row seat that you have. 89 centimeters seat. Can you imagine that? I think everyone is saying now, wow. I know I am. They also offer a comfortable headset and pillow designed for long haul comfort. So the airline has thought about everything, and also free advanced seat selection and early disembarkation. That's according to Air New Zealand's press release. So you can, once you pay this fee, you have access to all of this, and then you just have all these little perks. I think it's a very good idea. I really liked it when I saw it. I really like it. I think it's a good idea, especially if you fly with children, because if you look at Air New Zealand's head, you would see that it really allows you to stretch like if you were in your sofa at home. So it's possible to have your children right there, and why not? I think it's a good way, a good option for families. But even if you just traveling alone and you just want to have a really good relaxing flight, I think it's good. And quite frankly, 175 New Zealand dollars, so 164.35 Aussie dollars, I don't think it's the end of the world. And maybe if other airlines come up with the same idea, maybe this may end up, limiting the pricing and getting the prices down as well, because if there is competition, obviously there's always room for improvement. So I think it was a good idea. I just hope the other airlines look into this and soon we start having something similar offered in other airlines. I think it was a very good idea from Air New Zealand, so that's why I decided to talk about it today. So for today, I hope you really liked our gadget report. I hope you are really planning your next trip and looking at Air New Zealand's website. Let me just say, Air New Zealand has not paid for this video, or I am not being paid for the advertising. I'm just doing this purely because I thought it was a great idea, because I think it's actually a great thing for those who have to travel long haul. I've done it several times, so I know. In fact, everyone that lives in New Zealand or Australia know that if we want to go anywhere in the world, we have to put up with sometimes 24 plus hours of trip. So I think having the choice of something like this, I think it adds a little extra to the trip. It adds a little comfort, and sometimes that these tiny little things may make the difference between an amazing experience and an amazing flight and a horrible one. I know sometimes the horror stories that we hear here and there of people not having room, people not the food as well. I've already made a few videos about this, the food and the space, etc. Why not making also the good stories heard? I already told a few of my own about my traveling times, and now I think this one was a very good one. That's why I decided to share with you. But if you have tried, or if you had already tried this amazing offer from Air New Zealand, share with us. How was it? Is it that good? Did you really stretch? How is the comfort on board? How was your experience? Just share with us. It's always good to know. And especially when there's something new as something like this, it is important to know what people think and what the experience was. So share with us. And put a like on the video and subscribe to the channel with a little click on the bell so you get a notification of a new gadget report every week. Before I go, I wish you all a very, very good week. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Bye.